There's almost nothing worse than being a girl boss on the internet. Okay, maybe being a D-list celebrity who was a girl boss on the internet. Yeah, that's worse. Hello friends, I'm just a lady with a bulldog and a camera and too many opinions. And in one of my most recent videos about Q Sciences, there were so many comments that were like, wait, Justin Rose, as in Whitney Rose's husband, the one who's on Salt Lake City Housewives show? And then I saw this post on Reddit that was like, there's got to be crossover. Maybe Chelsea just doesn't watch that show. I don't. I'm not a Bravo gal, okay? I'm not a Bravo gal. As much as I've tried to be in the past, as much like that's just not my trashy TV. If it's your trashy TV, perfect, that's great. But like the Kardashians is my trashy TV. Hey, remember like a year and a half ago when I exposed those internal Monat documents and said, I am the iceberg and they are all the snooty rich people on the top deck of the Titanic? Well, iceberg, right ahead. Well, now we just get to sit back and watch that sink. And it's glorious. Some of these top reps in Monat are staying put while others are quite literally jumping ship or actually getting fired. Anyways, no matter what, it's entertaining, so let's get into it. Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea, just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. Sometimes those opinions are backed by facts and statistics and data and internal documents that Monat left wide open for me to get my tiny little grabbies on. And what do you know? Just how I said and many other people said it was going to happen, that Monat was going to go very quickly downhill in the next 2 to 5 years. It's happening and I love it. Now we could say, oh, Chelsea, you don't want to like look forward to the demise of certain people. However, not to use like too much Reddit, am I the a-hole lingo, but like everybody sucks here. Here's what is going down. So in Monat, the Joker to my Batman, or am I the Joker and they're Batman? They're the Riddler. Who are we kidding? So one of the very top reps in Monat is Sarah Hill. She is really just super cringeworthy, spreads a lot of misinformation, is a terror to behold. And a terror meaning, like, no, you shouldn't be scared of her. She's obnoxious and annoying and, in my opinion, a pretty shitty person. Like I said, everyone sucks here. Now, in her downline, somewhere along the way, is Haley Stell, I believe that's her last name, and then Angela Sumner, the Monat witch. Now, Haley Stell and Angela Sumner both have pretty large downlines themselves. Also, in my opinion, are pretty people. So within the last 2 weeks, Haley Stell posted an Instagram story or Instagram post, I guess, that was just ugh in general. Big shout out to ANTI-MLM Reddit. Appreciate ya. Especially timely objective _585. One of the top 30 Monat earners spills tea and blood on the way out. We love it. Also don't love that she's gone to another MLM. You know, just the carnage and people that she's hurt along the way and will continue to hurt. And it says, don't feel sorry for her loss. She took her entire downline and is already top rank at Olive Tree people, another MLM, in under a month, which is crazy. She said in her stories today that her termination was because of cross promotion of Olive Tree, not for cross recruitment, which is the rumor, of course, allegedly. We don't know, but like that is what it seems is like that's what has happened. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I feel like the top earners in Monat must be getting a shadow of what they got a few years ago. The top earners used to get well over 200K a month. Now it seems like those numbers are closer to 50K or below. I agree with that. The numbers used to be crazy. And now with one of your top earners directly under you taking their entire downline, like that's a lot of people and that's a lot of money that you're now missing. So you're about to see people in Monat that like you maybe didn't realize were actually in Monat that are gonna be pushing the products and the opportunity a lot more because they are losing people in their downline and they have to replace those people. How are you gonna replace like 2,000 people, girl? So this post from Tell Me a Story, which love a good pun, love a good play on words. Love that for you. My eyes have been so watery lately, so I feel like I should just film my video with my eyes closed. Ugh. I had on like lashes and like so much makeup this morning and then I was just like, ugh. Feel so overstimulated since having a baby, so I like feel like I can't even do nails or makeup. Anyways, you know what else blows? This post. And it says, my termination from Monat Global. I've been inundated with questions about my departure from Monat lately. It's not an easy subject to broach, but I feel compelled to share my truth. You know what? Dramatic reading time. Let's go. Wiggum, you don't need to talk back. I'm going over the research you sent me right now. It's okay. Oh, I almost forgot to take my vitamins today. Why is this Chelsea proof? Oh, God. Hey, who are you? Well, I'm Adri, Chelsea. I'm here to talk about care of. And let me tell you, girlfriend, you look really tired. Have you been taking your vitamins? Well, wow, thanks. And yeah, sometimes I forget. I mean, there's just so many bottles and there's just so many to keep track of. Well, it sounds like you need care of. They offer a curated set of products that work with research-backed ingredients. That does sound a lot easier. With care of, taking your vitamins on the go is so convenient. And it's super easy. You can get started today by taking a short quiz on their website and answering a few questions about your lifestyle and your health goals. And care of will give you doctor-backed recommendations. Can I just have that one since we're the same person? No, this is mine. Can I at least have that hat? Because they sent that to me, not you. No, this is mine too. Get your own. Also clean this mirror. This is gross. It's like a crime scene. Okay, let's calm down. Care of makes my goal of taking care of myself and my body this year so much easier. And I personally love that their little daily packs are made with plant-based compostable film to help the impact on the environment. So I can feel good about what I'm doing with my body and then also feel about doing my part and taking care of the earth. This month, Care of sent me not only this cute little hat, but I also got their energy supplement because we're running on Slim Jims, no sleep and delusion over here. Since the little one has been teething, it has been struggle bus. So I love that they sent me their energy supplement. And then also they sent me a Staxanthin for skin and eye health, a multivitamin plus iron, probiotic blend, calcium plus for bone health, omega-3 fish oil for heart health. So go ahead and scan the QR code on the screen right now or use my code CCSUAREZ for 50% off subscription items in your first order. Thank you again, Care of, for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for supporting my sponsors and for supporting my channel. Truly, without your support of these sponsors, I would not be able to do this job at all. So I appreciate you. My journey with Monat has been a profound one, filled with blessings, friendships, and growth. However, recent events have led me down a path I never anticipated. Let me be clear. This wasn't a decision I made willingly. Girl, it wasn't your decision at all. You got terminated. What? It gives the vibe of like, I'm breaking up with you, but then it's like, not if I break up with you first, or like, you're fired. Not if I quit first. And it's like, sir, stop. Like, it's not how that works. Anyways, back to this. Should I do a dramatic reading, like a romantic novel type of dramatic reading? Or should I do like Dwight Schrute's Salesman of the Year award and give it like Stalin vibes? Stalin vibes, Chelsea? Hashtag Stalin vibes. Okay. No, romantic novel. HQ's choice to terminate my involvement stemmed from my affiliation with another company in the network marketing space, a violation of Monat's policies. Yet, despite this being a decision forced upon me, I firmly believe in God guiding our steps. 7 years ago, Monat presented itself to me as an opportunity. One that brought not only financial stability, but also a sense of purpose. It was a leap of faith, one I took wholeheartedly. Girl, it's a pyramid scheme. Like you would think, like with these types of posts, like you would think that they were like the CEO of Apple or some shit. Like you're in a pyramid scheme. That's what, and then you go to another one, and she literally proves it later on in this video. In my usually correct, always obnoxious opinion. Let's get that mood lighting back, Ethan. Let's go. I have been praying about my position at Monat for several months now, battling with my heart, mind, and truthfully, the Holy Spirit resisting the calling that maybe my future in this industry was not with Monat. Dun dun dun. I firmly rejected, despite my questions and concerns regarding product formulations, leadership changes, and compensation plan adjustments. Although my pay was declining month over month, we kept hearing from HQ the company was doing better than ever, and to lean in and work harder despite my uneasiness surrounding those sentiments. The thought of no longer working with my team who trusted me when they said yes to this business made me sick. Truly. What would they think? How would they feel? These are the questions I sat on and prayed about. The women who joined me in this journey weren't just business partners, they were family. And it's for them, for their trust in me, that I've agonized over this decision for months. I've poured my heart and soul into being a leader, a mentor, someone they could rely on. But ultimately, I had to confront the harsh reality. My belief in Monat's mission was wavering. I've always been passionate about promoting products that prioritize health and wellness. That's why I initially joined Monat, to offer a clean alternative to mainstream formulas. But witnessing compromises in ingredient quality and seeing the decline in our compensation plan left me torn. Could I continue to endorse a brand I no longer fully believed in? The answer became clear. I couldn't. And now as I reflect on my time with Monat, I can't help but feel a sense of disappointment. Disappointment not in the company's trajectory, but in the way my departure was handled. Disappointment in how my leadership is conducting themselves after I trusted them. And I was honest to a fault with how I felt. Let me set the record straight, as my previous upline has continued to demonize me to my organization, so I am forced to defend my integrity in the face of baseless lies and accusations. Ooh, okay, now I think we switch from dramatic reading in the tone of romantic novel. I wrote you every day for a year. Because, you know, if you're a worm, I'm a worm. And now I think we go like full dictator. I realize people are going to make assumptions about my departure that may be led by rumors or gossip. But for those of you who know me, you know I have worked relentlessly to be a leader and a friend to the women I inspired to join this company, as well as women who were not a part of my organization at all. I'm not a perfect person, but my shortcomings are not for a lack of love and trying. I feel like I should do this like I'm edging, but like crying edging, like I'm about to cry, but like I'm not crying. But rather from confronting the battle between my head, heart, and where God was leading me. Girl, get to it. Get to it. Stop teasing me. Haley, you're being a little teaser, a little tease girl. Let's get to it. So I ask that even if you don't understand, you extend grace because my heart was and is in the right place. Your heart's in a pyramid scheme. I want to lead women and do the best possible products opportunity. And when I felt that was no longer Monat, it proposed a question I didn't feel ready for beyond my own personal financial risk and starting over. It was also presented the risk of losing loved ones. Hold on. I know it's all fun and games and doing dramatic readings and all that, but like her own financial risk in starting over. You have been preaching financial freedom in order to recruit new people and promote this opportunity. If you truly have financial freedom, you have, let's say, a year's worth of what the equivalent of like a year's worth of finances, of bills would be. I'd say that's like financial freedom, being able to like take off 6 months to a year and not have to worry about where your money's coming from because you have that saved up. Obviously, like don't do that, but meaning don't like take off a year and just blow through your savings. However, when these people get terminated from an MLM, they're freaking out because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have any money. What happened to the financial freedom that you were just preaching about for 6 years? What happened to that money? Where is all that? What's going on? The math do not be mathing. And how culty is it that if you leave a job for another job, which is what she's doing, you got fired from one job and going to another job, why would you be at risk of losing loved ones? Is your previous company going to come and murder your entire family? Are they going to isolate you and exile you? Are you being disfellowshipped? Sounds like a cult, ma'am. Definitely sounds like a cult, but no. They say that it's not and that you can leave and that people will still be your friends because these relationships are definitely not just transactional. What are you talking about? No. With all of that being said, I have nothing but positive things to say about my experience at Monat for many years. I can no longer, in truth, say I support the product and the business opportunity. I do support the ladies who are still partners in always will to the best of my ability while doing the best to support my family. Pretty professional statement there. Love that for you. God is faithful, and he keeps reminding me that he takes us from glory to glory. You being fired from an MLM and then jumping over to another one, or going full force into another one and taking your downline with you, that has nothing to do with God. Girl, that's Satan. And I should not fear. So I'm standing here in faithfulness, gratitude, and hope for the future. Like, did this have to be 10 slides? This Instagram post is, I'm not joking, longer than my life expectancy. This is insane. Like, is this Dune 2? People say that's excruciatingly long. Is that what this is? We could watch the entire filmography of Star Wars and all of the offshoots, all the solo stories, by the time I'm done reading this, especially with my dyslexia. The landscape of money has shifted despite my best efforts to navigate it. I found myself at a crossroads. Okay, cut it out with your analogies. It pains me to say goodbye to a chapter of my life that once brought me so much joy and fulfillment. I reminisce about the sacrifices I had to make to achieve all of the things I did over the last 7 years, and it pains me, but I refuse to let fear dictate my future. No one cares. I trust in a higher plan, in the belief that every closed door leads to new opportunities. So as I step away from money, you were terminated. You're not stepping away. You're being pushed out the door. You're being kicked out, girl. You ain't stepping away. I do so with a heavy heart, but also with a renewed sense of purpose. My journey doesn't end here. It simply takes a different direction. And the road, blah, 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 some Jesus book quote regarding ingredients. Girl, we're 6 slides into this. 6 out of 10. And you're just now getting to the I hold an important belief that what we apply and consume impacts our overall health and wellness. My confidence in getting involved with money was to sell a clean alternative to mainstream formulas. You've said that thrice now. We had a robust no list of ingredients we would not use in our formulas. So when I began seeing adjustments regarding formulas to the no list becoming the yes list, leaving room for changes to be made, I started asking questions like, why did the USA formulas contain questionable ingredients that our same European counterpart did not? Why is caramel food coloring in our wellness products? Why are we using Red 40 linked to developmental disorders? This is just a reminder that food dyes, vaccines, all of that, that's not giving your kid autism. It's genetic. Okay. This was something I thought would change under pressure, but it didn't. I thought maybe I would just not promote these products, and that felt like a solution. Although when orders would go through containing those ingredients, I felt a sense of misleading those who trust me. Really, over the last 7 years, you haven't felt that feeling before when promoting the opportunity where less than like 4% of people make money? Weird. That's super strange, but okay, go off. Since I promoted this as a clean brand for so long, clean brand, come on. Clean doesn't have, or like clean products, clean brands, that doesn't have like an actual definition. There isn't like an actual like set in stone standard for that. So keep that in mind. Just because it comes from the earth doesn't mean it's good for you. I knew though that there were women depending on this income, and that was enough for me to navigate my sentiments regarding ingredients every time it would come to mind. Oh, so people are making money being disingenuous, so you're fine. Just stuff down those feelings, girlfriend. It's okay. The compensation plan changed shortly after navigating these issues. So it was an adjustment that sounded like an upgrade, but unfortunately every month the compensation of not just myself, but my teammates was in decline. And this was not due to lack of working hard. While my personal income was still remarkable and a blessing, I didn't feel confident I could effectively lead women to the paychecks they heard boasted about during our conferences. And in order for me to recruit and effectively mentor, my belief in the business had to be there. My cadence was weird there, sorry. I felt I fell short as a friend and a mentor for my team many months because I was navigating the potential, blah, 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 blah. So I began, well, this decision, firmly believe Jesus opened doors and he closes them. Girl, that's a ghost. That ain't Jesus. I'm excited that I have found something I fully align with, ethically, morally, spiritually, delusionally. Stay tuned for my next chapter. Spoiler, it's olive tree people. Okay, so that is Haley Stell talking about how she got fired and saying basically that it's her choice. But it's like, no, it wasn't. That was not your choice. And yes, it does go against their non-competes that they cannot be in an MLM that sells the same stuff that they sell. Another person, the Monat witch, she also got terminated, and a lot of people are saying it's for the exact same reason. And she basically, it's like copy and paste. She basically says the same that Haley says. It's really funny. Not really funny. It's like interesting, haha, comical. But they both are now apparently under the same person in olive tree people. So let's see what happened with the Monat witch. And we are going to turn off the sound just because there is probably copyrighted something on here. So it says, oh boy, buckle up. Bible verse about deceit. It says, this morning, God told me to draft a goodbye email to the company. I spent the last 2 years of my life making hundreds upon hundreds of thousands $sign for. Likely well over $1 million, but I haven't checked to be certain. A goodbye email? You mean a resignation email? Also, like, if you talk to God, fine. If he talks back and tells you to do specific things, that is called psychosis. That ain't Jesus. It's mental illness. I felt in my body that the company had lost sight of God and all integrity. If you want your company, let me rephrase that. If you want to be an employee of a company that is all about God, go work for a church or a religious nonprofit or something like that, not a company that sells shampoo. Also, like, you just woke up and felt that, I'm sure. I heard firsthand accounts of what my friends had seen and experienced. Demonic, several women told me. Separately. This is the person that also has said previously that she speaks to aliens and ghosts and is like in another dimension. I told my team I was leaving. I put off sending the email, but then we had a play date with a friend and her daughter. When my friend and her daughter left, I checked my email and I had been terminated. Super convenient. This person, I swear, like, they try so hard to be like, I can see the future. I can read your mind. I knew this was going to happen. It's just giving like the comeback of like, no, you. No, me first. Also, yes, I am currently working on a deep dive on the Monat witch and Angela Sumner. Tonight, I actually have to email her asking for a statement regarding her being a spiritual cult leader in a previous life. Not a previous life, it was this life. But yeah, and so we'll go over all of this as well in that video. But I immediately started bawling, not because I was surprised, not at all. Because remember, she's a witch. She knows what she knows, and she knows what you know that you think she knows. But because I am a single mother and it's terrifying to think my pay is gone just like that. But financial freedom. Excuse me? I thought you had financial freedom. I thought you like lived off the grid and like paid all your bills and like have a bunch of money and like have made millions and millions of dollars, not only from previously selling courses, but also from like your best-selling book and then also from Monat. So where's all that money? What? Weird. Funny how that works, right? It's truly a different story, doublespeak, if you will, from when they're recruiting you to like after they actually get in or when they have to pay for something. Wild. No conversation, no thank you, no acknowledgement, just termination. Did you think you were going to be thanked by the cult that you've been making money for? I had a lot of questions about the ingredients, new allergic reactions being reported, synthetic fragrances. When we had been told that we were plant-based, I was hushed in the leaders chat. Funny how that works. One multi-milli, girl stop, earner and leader said, blah, blah, who cares? To which I replied, most of my audience and market partners are super low tox. Oh my God, doubt it. I've built my brand for over a decade on no toxic chemicals. So synthetic fragrances are a huge deal to me. I would not put that on my body or promote it because they're hormone distributors and carcinogens. Oh my God. You don't say. You know what also is going to give you cancer? The sun. And guess what you don't wear? Sunscreen. This woman's a Looney Tune. We'll get into it. I'm not going to poo-poo someone's concern that is valid just because I don't like how someone is sharing their concern. Leaders don't silence other leaders. And all my girls are leaders. Well, that's actually not possible because that's not how the structure of a network marketing company works. Someone has to be on the bottom. She then deleted her comments. I left the chat. I knew I was done. Yeah, I bet that's exactly what happened. This person said, Angela, I stopped using Monat a while ago because my hair fell out bad and I had a bad feeling about it. Or my hair felt bad and I had a bad feeling about it. I actually felt bad because I wasn't ordering from you anymore, but I knew that it wasn't the right choice. And she said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So weird because I canceled Monat today. Y'all knew the shift is real.
So many questions. I'm feeling so many things. I laid in bed with my daughter as she was napping and I just bawled my eyes out because I'm a single mom, and to have worked for a company and like poured my heart and soul into that company and to be completely thrown out like trash, it just proves what I already knew was true about it, period. I feel relief. I think overall, like the feeling that I feel is gratitude and relief to have already known about all of this. I already knew all of this was going to happen. I was prepared, and we're going to go outside and play, but I am going to post my quiz if you guys want to look at this skincare. If you want to look at completely non-toxic, all organic, all non-GMO, all olive leaf extract, okay? Complete bioactive anti-aging skincare, 40 years old. I'll post my quiz. And when you order 2 products, you get a full-size product for free, and I'm happy to do recommendations, but right now I'm gonna go outside.
Now, there's a lot of times when I will post something and the same like sentiment will be sent back to me, right? Y'all will reply the same joke or whatever over and over again. And that's okay. I love it. I got so many replies when I mentioned on my Instagram story, about how she was fired from Monat. So many people messaged me or replied to that Instagram story and were like, but how'd she get fired if it's her own business? How do you get fired from your biz? Exactly. It's hilarious. And it's so interesting how she's like, I just can't believe, but also like, I knew this was going to happen. You didn't know this was going to happen. Stop. This person, I am not a medical professional, a mental health professional, but in my very unprofessional opinion, she is a narcissist. And people who were in her cult who have spoken out about her have also said she's a narcissist. And then she is already promoting the other MLM. And it says, what does this mean for you income-wise? How does this compare to Monat's income? She said double Monat's income. She said more than double, and you get rank bonuses every single quarter, not just once. How do we get off this ride? Because it's the same every single time. They leave one MLM and they go to another and they're like, no, it's different here. No. It's different. It's better. It's way better here. So much better. It's so great here. It's not the same. It's an MLM. They're all the same. Just because you're starting new, starting fresh, like, get it together. No weapon formed against you will prosper. You are his, meaning the flying spaghetti monster. I guess someone texted her, or she said this. Okay, yeah. She texted someone and said, someone hit my Monat car. Yet another sign it was done. If you are constantly looking for signs for things, you're gonna see something. You are making something out of absolutely nothing. I swear to God, it's like she read the book The Secret once and then became a spiritual guru and decided that she could talk to aliens. As soon as my car was hit head on, I knew Monat was over for me. I texted my 2 god girlies and told them. Or maybe it's just because you're a driver and you're always texting or driving and texting and driving and filming Instagram stories. That's probably why. Does this mean you won't get compensated by Monat for your existing customers and team? Yeah, no, she got fired. That's how jobs work. They stop paying you after you don't work there anymore. Is that mean of me to be like, that's the dumbest I've ever read? Because dear God. And she said, I don't get a penny for the 2.5 years. You got paid the entire time you were recruiting and selling the product. So yeah, you did. You got paid while you were there. Yeah, you don't get a severance package, weirdo. You were fired. You weren't let go. You were terminated for breaking their contract. I can only assume how much I've made them based on what we are paid, since we make 15% commission. I've earned well over 6 figures, so it must be 1 million plus. Why do you think you're owed anything other than what you were paid? That's, oh my God, not me siding with Monat. If you took the quiz, DM me so I can help you choose a few products, or just trust your gut and grab a few to start with, because apparently y'all know how to trust intuition better than me. We don't have flash sales, period. That is shady. Literally everything is sold out. When you sign up as a consultant, the products will auto ship to you. Go join us and pick a starter kit. Make sure you sign up under my name to get my uplines, every resource you need, and me. Girl, that's a way to make sure people don't sign up, is saying that you come. Canceled my ish with them 3 weeks ago because my hair was legit falling out in chunks, like alopecia chunks. But it doesn't make your hair fall out, right? Y'all have a lot of questions, and so do I. There's been no transparency about the changes. Yeah, because unfortunately, you aren't owed any information about that. Like, it sucks. Yes, they should make that information public, especially if they are changing formula, anything like that. Even putting like little sticker on their packaging that says like new look, new formula or something like that, right? But like, you're a 1099 salesperson. You're not going to get updates like that. You're not actually part of like the company, you know? It all started for me when one of my besties told me her hair started falling out about a month ago. Since then, I've asked questions and they are all vaguely answered or silenced. I will give you every detail I know. I've gotten probably 20 to 30 messages from customers who have all had adverse reactions, and then things went downhill in chats. And that's when I knew I was done. Unclear ingredient changes, 0% commission on sales, and inside details from trusted Christian friends who left also. Any adverse reactions you have, report them. I can't do anything. It's almost like you had no power within the company. What do you know? 0% commissions on sales. That sounds like a pyramid scheme. My God, why am I reading this in Trump's voice? Everything is selling out because I told you we are the fastest growing network marketing company in the history of the world. Oh my gosh. The best thing you can do is join as a consultant and you'll get 45% off. The products will ship to you as soon as they're in stock. You never have to sell. You can do it just for the discount, but you do have to sell to keep your rank. Otherwise, it would be just a pyramid scheme. Said you're going to love it here at the Olive Tree people. Congrats. The people, the support, the community, the transparency, the products, the company. They have a prayer chat, prayer calls every Friday, all organic, all bioactive. No one is running after millions and compromising their integrity. Yikes. If it wasn't for like making more money than at money, then you wouldn't be doing it. Also, you were just saying that the money and compensation's better than at money. But now you're saying that it's like not about the money. If it wasn't about the money, you wouldn't be doing it. As soon as we hit 30K consultants, we will open up in Canada. You heard that right. We don't even have 30K consultants. We're the fastest growing network marketing company in history. Oh my God, it's giving Jessie Lee Ward #1 network marketer in the universe. Are you worried about the same thing will happen with this new network marketing company? My trust would be low. God led me to Monat, period. I found my godly women in Monat who have all left. I loved learning about network marketing. I loved the products until very recently when I learned about formulation changes. Monat led me to master resale rights, which I will tell you about one day. It changed my entire life and set me and Evie up for life. If that set you up for life, then why have you been saying that you are scared or worried or whatever as a single mom because you got fired from this company? Why are you worried about your income if master resale rights set you up for life? What are you doing? Also, Eve is a very cute name for your child, so good job. And her daughter's so cute. Oh my God, so freaking cute. It's a shame that her mother is crazy, certifiably, like, put that woman in a padded room. And you might be thinking, Chelsea, that's not nice. Just wait until the deep dive and you'll be agreeing with me and like reporting her to somebody, or maybe just reporting her to Jesus. I don't know. I feel like I'm home. This opportunity is once in a lifetime. God said, go now. The car accident. God said, get in a car accident. Okay. It's okay to change. You don't have to explain yourself. I choose to explain myself because y'all trust me and I trusted Monat, because you want to explain why you're leaving and get other people to go with you. That's marketing, baby. So as you can imagine, losing both of those absolute Looney Tunes was not, or is not good and will not be good for this clown's downline and income. Okay. This clown being Sarah Hill. She sucks. Thanks to Ner on Reddit. It said top earner reeling after mass exodus from pure downline to Olive Tree people. And it says, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Oh my God, Tony says that all the time. I love it. If you breach your contract and have to pay for the decisions you make, you're not a victim. You simply broke the contract. I mean, I agree with that. However, just because you're right here, don't mean you ain't wrong. Who you surround yourself with will absolutely make or break you. They surrounded themselves with you. You can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Totally. If I stopped showing up to the hospital, I wouldn't get paid, and surely I'd end up fired. Those people didn't stop showing up. They continued to work. They continued to promote it and to try to recruit people. So, my Lord. It doesn't make me a victim. It means I breached my contract and have to deal with the consequences. And then someone commented on, like, messaged her, accusing her of being like on Ozempic or something like that. I can't remember. They like said something rude to her. And she said, no, it doesn't bother me. So you don't need to say sorry. But it's a reminder that women who are happy with their lives don't send DMs like that. Women who are happy with their lives aren't cheering on the demise of other women. Women who are content with what they bring to the table aren't creating stories and lies to harm other women. You bring delusion and a trap to the table. However, you aren't even in the same house. You don't know where the table is. You don't know what a table is. Women who are fulfilled and joyful don't troll other women on the internet. I beg to differ. I am absolutely fulfilled and joyful. I'm tired and exhausted and a little bit delusional and chaotic, but absolutely joyous. Praise Jeebus. They don't gossip about other women on the internet. They don't attempt to destroy other women on the internet. Yes, I do. The insecure ones call their own selves out. They tell on themselves. They show their own insecurities by making really poor attempts to insult someone who can't be insulted. Hey, tell me again how that last, that like mean DM someone sent you doesn't bother you, because this is really long. Like, what are you doing? They forget I used to work as a trauma nurse. No one cares. You don't have to fight back. You don't have to defend. You don't have to do a thing. Then what are you doing? What are you doing right here, girl? What you doing? Okay, she went on and she had like this full rant that she went on, and she looks like she deleted it or it expired and I didn't get to it soon enough. I messaged someone for it though. So like someone I really thought would have had it or had like at least a snippet of it. So hopefully they send it over. And if they do, we will include it because she makes like a bunch of crazy faces in it. And I love that. She posted this scene from the movie The Guardian. And it says, this scene though, so many of y'all are allowing certain people to take you down with them when you should be smacking them in the face to wake them up. Personally, I'm so grateful for the people who have metaphorically punched me in the nose when I needed a wake-up call. They did it because they loved me, saw my potential, and had my back. Tough love is love. Is it, or is it like them bullying you? Because that's what it sounds like. And this is what I've been seeing on social media. A bunch of people who don't want to deal with the consequences of their own bad but conscious business choices. And while they're going under, they're trying to take down as many people as they can with them, creating lies, false narratives, and people who feed on drama are believing it, feeding right into it. You're watching their stories, gossiping, spreading lies, not taking into account the motive or the source. This is hilarious and just purely damage control. Love that for us. Because again, I don't agree with these other two people, but yeah, if there have been formulation changes and that hasn't been talked about and that like that's been silence, like that's not okay. That's not good. So don't love that. But then of course it's just people, the ones who are being the ones talked about, and the people who look not great in this situation, for instance, this person trying to retain some sense of power, I guess, or control, and being like, no, they're lying, like they're gossiping, and really trying to control the information that their downline that's still there is seeing, attempting to, like I said, do damage control and kind of put it out there like, you're feeding into this and basically like you're a crappy woman and like not going to be successful if you're letting these people create doubt in your mind. Because then that's the reason you're not going to be successful. So you have to shut out all of that and focus on this. Also, isn't it hilarious how it says they make bad but conscious business decisions or choices? They didn't make business choices. It was a personal choice because they are employees, contracted, 1099, distributors, not W-2 employees, not business owners. They are in no position of power, clearly. And then she continues even more, showing the treading water scene from The Guardian. And she said, stop watching it. Stop talking about it. Information control? Thought control? Behavior control? Emotional control. If that ain't the bite model, there's probably plenty of work you could be doing. How dare you, you unsuccessful slacker. That's why you're not making money. That's why you're not recruiting people. It's because you're focusing and giving attention to the doubts. Because just like stereotypical Barbie says, by giving a voice to the cognitive dissonance, you are taking away the power of the patriarchy. The patriarchy in this context being the multi-level marketing company itself, the industry, the upline, the powers that be, the ones who are trying to manipulate and exploit you and benefit off of your work and your exploitation and your manipulation of people below you. If you give a voice to those doubts, that's literally what cognitive dissonance is, you start to question the things that you already know, that you've been told, that you've been led to believe, and then the house of cards comes tumbling down. And as does Sarah Hill's downline and money itself. And then Sarah Hill continues and shares this picture with some other people cut out of it conveniently and says, now that I've said everything that needs to be said, back to work, fam. Ugh, yikes. But I thought she wasn't the boss of anybody. That's weird. There are things to do, lives to impact, people to help. I'm so proud of what I do, who I do it with, the company I call home, and my business partners that always lead from the front. We're just getting started. Girlfriend, you've been just getting started for 7 years. And of course, we aren't going anywhere. We'd love to have you join us. Please don't. And the icon herself, the MLM boss babe on Instagram, posted, came out of hiding basically, came out of her beautiful slumber last night and posted and said, everyone is talking about Angela Sumner being booted from Monat, which LOL, love that for her. But also it appears that at least one other of Sarah Hill's top leaders, Haley, has left Monat and is taking people with her. She was also so high up that she was one of the ones on their top 10 elite trip years ago. And that is absolutely true. Haley Stell was one of the top 10. That trip is reserved for like the top earners in money. Craziness. Let's also not forget Erica Schaefer, whatever, left/got canned last fall. I'm telling you, this is why I have been able to confidently step away from doing this content. The dumpster fire was raging for a while, but now it's in the phase where it's just burning out. And then she has Elmo on fire. I love her so much. Ugh. The queen. And yes, if you are doing this type of content for free, you deserve all of your favorite types of Girl Scout cookies for free. Okay? Because holy crap, I would not have the mental capacity to do this for free. It is exhausting watching the BS and it is infuriating. So if I had to edit this, y'all think I'm sick of it? Dat boy Ethan, he probably real sick of it by now. Okay, so now this is a story, last one we're gonna go over, of Haley Stell, who was in Monat. Then she's the longest thing we did a dramatic reading of, and she has moved over to the Olive Tree people. Like I said, she's already at the top rank within a month. You know how many people you have to recruit within 1 month to be top ranking within like a month? So many. Will she be able to maintain that? We will see. Probably not. This girl basically just shows that it's a pyramid scheme. It says that this is just within a week. I don't remember when she posted this, but it's from the 1st of April to the 7th of April, which is wild. But it says the monetary transparency is 100. You know where every single dollar is coming from. You don't have to assume that your paycheck is right. You know where else you get that? In most jobs, like even commission-based sales jobs, you typically know exactly what you're going to be making, how many cancellations you had, like how many clawbacks. How low is the bar? Very low. But let's go ahead and watch Haley prove to us that this is a pyramid scheme.
This is, okay, so first of all, I mean, you're going to see everything on the news, whatever. This is a projected paycheck for a week, okay, first and foremost. And the fact that they show you projections is really, really cool. So then you kind of know what to look for, what to whatever, okay? Weekly subtotal. So here, if you click on this, it's going to show every single customer, what the volume was and how much you made off of that customer, okay? And then there's a fast start bonus for your team. And it's going to show every single place.
That's a lot of scrolling. But did you see that? She's making twice as much from recruiting people. That says beauty consultant. So that means she recruited that person instead of retail customer. Retail customer, she made about, what, $1,600? And then from recruiting, she's made about $2,600. Interesting how that works, right? Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Also, that is pre-tax, obviously, and that is pre-spending money, expenses, all that. So yeah, that's pretty wild that she makes more money from recruiting people than from retail sales. Go off, I guess. And also keep in mind, some MLMs don't have it in their policy and procedures that you aren't allowed to show how much you make, even if it is true. With the FTC, you can't show, like, you can't do lifestyle claims and like false income claims. But then like with Monat, you couldn't do any. Like you couldn't even show your check, even if it was like your actual paycheck, right? That's why they always covered it. With some MLMs, you're allowed to show that, which is silly, I think. All right, friends. So that is the hot gossip, which isn't really gossip. It is stuff that's actually happened. So as I said a few years ago, I really think that this company is sinking down to the bottom of the North Atlantic Ocean. And honestly, good riddance. However, just like Haley Stell said, when Jesus closes one door, he opens another. When one MLM shuts down, another one becomes popular. So I'll still be here. On to the next one, I guess. I guess we need to start talking crap and gossiping on the internet and being a troll about olive tree people. But don't worry, Sarah Hill, I'll never forget about you, you clown. I'll still troll you too. Because guess what? I get paid for it and I'm joyous about it. All right, friends, please always keep in mind, this is unhinged behavior. I mean, this is unhinged behavior too, but this is unhinged behavior. This is not professional. This is weird. These people do not have any say in these companies. It is not their own business. They are not business owners. They are not entrepreneurs. Not to sound really mean, but they are nothing. They have no power, no control within these companies, and this is a perfect example of it. I can't wait to see Sarah Hill absolutely flounder and just spiral out of control and pretend that she's not, because she really is trying to pretend like she's unbothered, but clearly she's very, very bothered. If you want to know more about olive tree people, I will have some deep dives and videos about them linked down below from other creators, not the Illuminati one, because we do not support her on this channel. And if you comment asking, why don't we support Illuminati? Google it. Woman is crazy. Actually, Mad Catster has some great videos on that. She's Looney Tunes. Also, the Do We Know Them podcast has great coverage on her being a psycho as well. Link some other videos down there below. I'm sure I will forget, and then one of you will comment to remind me, and I will, at that point, probably a day after this is posted, link those videos. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do not forget that these are scams. People are trying to scam you on the internet. Stay vigilant. Remember, your butt looks good. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you don't know what to comment down below, you can comment that Wiggum is your favorite olive tree person. Also, olives are disgusting. So if you like olives or shrimp or oysters, other than oysters Rockefeller, ew, or peeps, oh my God, penitentiary, straight to jail, electric chair. Okay, goodbye.